Ever wondered if taking probiotics with antibiotics is beneficial or just another health myth? For years we've heard that probiotics, those friendly bacteria, can help restore our gut health after a course of antibiotics. Antibiotics, as we know, are a double-edged sword. They wipe out the harmful bacteria causing our illness, but in their wake, they also decimate the beneficial bacteria that call our gut home. Probiotics, it's commonly believed, can rush in to save the day, replenishing our gut flora and restoring balance. But a recent study has thrown a wrench in these widely held beliefs. It's challenging the idea that probiotics can offset the antibiotic-induced loss of beneficial bacteria effectively. Can they truly step up to the plate, or are we giving them more credit than they deserve? Let's dive into this fascinating study that seeks to debunk or confirm this widespread belief. This groundbreaking research analyzed 15 trials and brought forth some intriguing findings. But let's take a moment to dive deeper into the study's methodology. The researchers left no stone unturned, looking at a range of variables that could potentially impact the effectiveness of probiotics when taken in conjunction with antibiotics. They began by analyzing 15 different trials, each one focused on the interaction between antibiotics and probiotics. This in-depth analysis allowed them to examine a broad spectrum of data, honing in on the key details that might otherwise be missed in a less comprehensive study. The variables considered were numerous, ranging from the type of antibiotics used to the specific strains of probiotics involved. They also took into account the dosage of probiotics, a factor which could significantly influence the results. The researchers even considered the physical location of the gut microbiota, questioning whether the probiotics were colonizing in the colon or the small intestine. The findings were, in a word, surprising. Despite the widespread belief that probiotics can help restore the gut's beneficial bacteria after a course of antibiotics, the study found that this was not quite the case. Instead, they found that taking probiotics with antibiotics only increased gut microbiome diversity by a small amount. This suggests that the relationship between antibiotics and probiotics is more complex than we previously thought. It's not as simple as taking a probiotic supplement alongside your antibiotic and expecting your gut health to flourish. The reality is far more nuanced, with factors such as dosage, type of probiotic, and even the specific location within the gut, all playing a role. So, it's not as simple as popping a probiotic pill with your antibiotic, is it? The study also shed light on why probiotic supplements might not significantly alter gut microbiome composition. The research suggests a few reasons for this paradox. The first reason is quite simple: low dosages. Many probiotic supplements on the market contain fewer beneficial bacteria than we might think. The numbers might seem impressive on the bottle, but when compared to the trillions of bacteria already residing in our gut, it's akin to adding a drop of water to an ocean. The second reason is a bit more complex. It involves the very antibiotics that probiotics are often taken with. Antibiotics, as we know, are designed to kill bacteria. The problem is, they don't discriminate between harmful bacteria causing an infection and beneficial probiotics. So, while you're trying to replenish your gut with good bacteria, the antibiotics might be wiping them out. Finally, it boils down to location. Our gut microbiota is primarily colonized in the colon. Most probiotics, however, colonize in the small intestine. This mismatch in location means that the probiotics we ingest might not be reaching the right place to make a significant impact on our gut microbiome. But here's an interesting fact. Despite these reasons, probiotics can still play a beneficial role. They can help prevent antibiotic-associated diarrhea, especially certain strains like the yeast Saccharomyces boulardii and the bacteria Lactobacillus rhamnosus. So we find ourselves in a paradox. On one hand, probiotic supplements might not significantly alter the composition of our gut microbiome. On the other hand, they can still offer specific health benefits. This calls into question the efficacy of probiotic supplements, doesn't it? But remember, it's not a simple yes or no answer. It's a fascinating world of bacteria that we're only just beginning to understand. But wait, there's a twist in the tale. Probiotics do have a role to play. when it comes to antibiotic-associated diarrhea. Now, this is where things get interesting. While it's been established that probiotics may not significantly alter the gut microbiome when taken alongside antibiotics, they've been found to be quite the game changer in another area. You see, antibiotics, while effective at fighting off harmful bacteria, can sometimes wipe out the good bacteria in our gut as well. This imbalance can lead to a rather unpleasant side effect, diarrhea. But here's the silver lining to this cloudy situation. The study found that certain probiotics, namely the yeast Saccharomyces boulardii and the bacteria Lactobacillus rhamnosus, can be helpful in preventing this antibiotic-associated diarrhea. So how does this work? Well, these probiotics, or friendly bacteria, help maintain the balance in our gut, offsetting the impact of the unfriendly bacteria that can cause diarrhea. They essentially act as a protective shield, limiting the damage caused by antibiotics to our gut flora. But before you rush off to stock up on these probiotics, it's important to remember that this doesn't mean they're a one-size-fits-all solution. The effectiveness of probiotics can vary from person to person, depending on various factors such as individual gut microbiome composition and the type of antibiotic being used. Therefore, it's always recommended to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any probiotic regimen. Also, keep in mind that while supplements can be a convenient way to get these probiotics, they're not the only source. Whole foods, particularly fermented ones, are also rich in these beneficial bacteria. So don't forget to include them in your diet. In conclusion, while the jury may still be out on the overall impact of probiotics on our gut health, there's no denying their potential benefits in mitigating antibiotic-associated diarrhea. This certainly adds another layer to the probiotics puzzle. So, should we abandon probiotics altogether? Not necessarily. You see, it's not about discarding probiotics as a whole, but rather, we need to be thoughtful about how we incorporate them into our lives. The study we've been discussing suggests that getting probiotics from whole foods, like fermented foods, could be a more effective strategy. Why, you ask? Well, these foods are naturally rich in probiotics and offer a variety of strains, not just one or two found in supplements. Fermented foods like yogurt, sauerkraut and kimchi not only provide us with probiotics, but also come with added nutritional benefits of their own. And what about prebiotic supplements? It's crucial to review the labels. Be aware of the strains of bacteria present, the dosage, and any other additional ingredients. Also, remember to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any new health regimen. The probiotic landscape is not a one-size-fits-all. It's a complex puzzle that requires a tailored approach. The probiotic puzzle remains complex, doesn't it? As we navigate the complex world of probiotics, there's one thing we should always remember. This realm is intricate, multifaceted, and constantly evolving. It's like a labyrinth, where every turn can reveal new insights or challenge past beliefs. Just as we've unraveled today, the relationship between probiotics and antibiotics isn't as straightforward as we once thought. The effectiveness of probiotics is influenced by numerous factors like dosage and the specific area of colonization in our gut. We've seen that these friendly bacteria can play a role in curbing antibiotic-associated diarrhea, but their ability to replenish our gut's microbiome diversity post-antibiotics remains questionable. This underscores the importance of personal guidance when it comes to our health. It's crucial to consult with a healthcare provider before introducing probiotics into our antibiotic routine. They can provide tailored advice considering our unique health status and needs. Remember, your health is in your hands. Always consult with a healthcare provider before making any changes to your medications. Stay informed, stay healthy,